Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. In the last episode, we explored the Citadel, at least as much of it as it is available, which is basically Huerta Memorial Hospital and the embassies. So we went over the hospital, he's dropped on some conversations, which we'll be doing a lot in this game. We'll be dropping a lot of Eves. And then we went in and saw Ashley, who's still unconscious, but apparently responding well, which is good, according to Dr. Chocolates and Dr. Michelle. And in fact, we invited Chocolates back onto the ship, and she accepted, so she should be on board now. And then we went over to the embassies, played around in the firing range, and I selected a few weapons I'd like to try and just see if they work for me. And then met with the council, tried to get them to send resources to help Earth, but they're not necessarily unwilling, but just unable, because the Reapers are besieging everybody right now. And, they just can't, it would seem. However, the Turian counselor gave us a place to start, which is to head over to Palaven, the Turian homeworld, and find the Turian Primarch. And because they want to basically call a summit meeting of all the various races to decide how to distribute military resources, fleets, so forth and so on. And having a grateful Primarch on our side would be beneficial. So, that is kind of where we need to head next. However, I think what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and explore the Normandy here, because it has been refitted. There's been some significant changes to its internal layout. Also want to meet the crew, have a chat, and then we'll see what we'll get up to. Alright, so first things first, we have some messages at a private terminal. Alright. Special Ops, Stephen Hackett. Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy our operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Okay? Alright, reinstatement from Stephen Hackett. Commander Shepard, this letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement to the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers Regulation 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR-2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies, and its allies. Which is basically everybody. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to re-establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. Alright, so we basically are plenipotentiary, I think is the word for that. Is that we basically have the authority to negotiate treaties on behalf of Earth. Alright. Alright, emergency flash traffic. Alliance fleet operations. Alliance military personnel. All Alliance military personnel. This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol System at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. Alright, Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate are directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas, commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. Alright? K9. My dog. Dear Commander Shepard, I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VI, Edie, emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails, and 750-volt outlets. Thank you, And sorry for the trouble. I promise she won't be too much of a headache. Andrea Brown. Interesting. Alright. Lieutenant Eugene. Your VIED put a request for me for a handful of N7 grade weapons. Happy to oblige. I led the engineers who retrofitted the Normandy when it was turned over to the Alliance. Edie kept me company when we were overhauling the Normandy's interior. She's a beautiful ship, Commander. I'll miss working on her. I left your guns in your weapons locker. Alright, so, and this is just all the, Argus rifle, shotgun, sniper rifle. Alright, here's a news article from Alliance News Network Information Partners by Ruxius Rylis, ANN contributor. Citadel, where is the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some areas their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination, and there are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. Alright. Alright. The data you found allow me to research and upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tassoni's office. This is from Glyph. Priority Mission Eden Prime. Ah, yes. Alright, Commander. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. Alright, so we will head on over there and do that. A lot of mail to start. Alright, let's talk to Samantha Trainer.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
I could have helped.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Okay, let's get some background.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. Even if that freedom has its share of danger. If I recall correctly, you grew up on Mindwar.
Given what happened to Earth, I don't think we can count on anywhere being safe right now.
Quite true, Commander.
Alright, so let's ask about a lab job.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Alright, so why'd you join the military?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm sure you will.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
All right.
Carry on, Specialist.
Let's head up the cockpit and have a chat with Joker. That door is a new installation.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
You surprised?
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
That could be fun, but, well, I'll probably pass on that. Alright, I don't think there's anybody in the comm room, but let's head on over there anyway.
Commander.
Where we just came through. This little scanner is a bit annoying every time I have to come through here. So this is where the, I guess the meeting room has been moved to. This was the old, Morden's old lab. This also occupies where the old armory. Alright, so none of this really matters right now. There's nobody else in here to talk to.
Commander.
Alright, so I guess we'll go with the captain's cabin real quick. Even though there probably isn't anybody to talk to up here. Let's see what we've got. Another private terminal. Let's go ahead and put her in heavy armor. Let's put James in that. Should my hamster be up here? Somewhere? I did remember buying that. Okay, the only other thing I have is a Cerberus Ajax armor. Probably want to go with the helmet. Passive fabrications. Which gives me shield regeneration. I don't really need shield regeneration. No other options on shoulders. Arms, melee damage, nah, not a big deal. Alright, that's fine. Alright, down to the crew deck. And here is the memorial panel, which is going to be a lot larger because of the number of people we lost in the last game. The ones that really Kind of sorry about it, or Ken and Gabby, but oh well. Alright, Liara's office.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Alright, let's see what's on here.
Council didn't go too well.
Armor mod kit.
It was less than ideal.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Whole worlds are being lost to the Reapers. What more will it take?
Who knows?
Ammo capacity or shields plus 5%.
For Shepard hanging up on them.
Leave the ammo capacity.
Wait, Shepard did what?
Oh, sorry. I think we're going through some dark matter. Hello? Hello?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually finish the thing?
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
Agreed.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
There's still a lot of people alive down there. I have to remember that.
You will. It's the war we warned everyone about for years. And if I know you, Shepard, you'll make them proud.
Alright. Anything else?
Hello again, Shepard.
Alright, let's see what we got. What's new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
So it would seem.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
An appropriate distraction?
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser.
That'll do it.
I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So how's Farron?
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
Alright, so the drone.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
Good. And what do we know about the device?
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
Shepard's head is following the drone. All right.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
All right. What's this?
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
All right. Prothean notes 2171 through 2185. All right. 2171. The University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Tirop. Very exciting. Professor Hennel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. All right, 2174. I believe Dr. Joshua was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearth are from the Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. Paper on comparison of Prothean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. All right. I'm going on the Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. That's 2183 Part 1, 2183 Part 2. Goddess, this human, Shepard, has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. 2185, 2 years later. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Alright. Message from Operative Farron to the Broker. I made contact with Tazak yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long, and things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the Broker? P.S. I hope we finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying Shadow and Broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. Alright. I'll be visiting here frequently. Well, this door is open, but I don't think anybody's here. Nope. Guess we'll go say hi to Dr. Chakwas.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Why?
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Better safe than sorry.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
It had better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it. You're the picture of health.
Good.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Alright. How's your family doing?
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really.
Oh.
I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
Indeed.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
Excellent perspective.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Alright, I don't think there's anything in the AI core. Oh, reassign powers? Nah, don't need to worry about that. Oh, just the mech body we picked up. What's this? Reassign power bonuses. Nah, don't need to worry about any of that. Yep, nothing in here. I don't think there's anything in the other observation room either. No. Just the poker table and the bar. Alright, we'll head down to engineering. Nothing through there. Oh, you. Never mind. Anything kicking around down here? Oh, Sovereign model. Turian cruiser model. Shadow Broker ship model. How that is a thing that exists, I don't know. Alright, engineering. Engineer Adams.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Choco was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why?
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
No need.
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Alright.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
Good.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
That's good. And, thoughts on Edie?
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
All right. I'll carry on.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right. So the only place left to go is into the shuttle bay. Oh, there's the bed wrist mag.
Hey there.
All right, weapon upgrades. Ah, yes. Let's see. Do I really want to spend... At the moment, the only weapon I would really want to upgrade... I haven't really settled in is the Blood Pack Punisher. We'll go ahead and upgrade that. We'll upgrade that twice. I could keep going. And I think that'll do it. Maximum upgrade on that. Because I'm going to be using that a lot. Alright. We got the weapons workbench. There really isn't much else to do. Armor locker. And Lieutenant Cortez, who's the shuttle pilot. Oh, procurement interface. Sort of supplies. Buy metal gel upgrades. Oh, no. Cost of fabrications. Pistol magazine upgrade. Pistol piercing mod. I don't think this counts as a pistol. It counts as a submachine gun. Assault rifle. Sniper rifle. Spare thermal clip. I'll get that sniper rifle spare thermal clip. Black Widow, M11 Wraith, and the M77 Paladin. I definitely want the Black Widow. 275,000 credits. Okay, well, that's going to be some work. In fact, let's actually go ahead and throw... Capacity, fire rate. Yeah, let's actually replace this with that spare thermal clip. Alright, now let's talk to Cortez.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
What's the situation?
Good work, Lieutenant. What have you got?
Dios! Straight to business without even a hello? You two need to chill out.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
All right. Let's ask about the armory.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
All right. What's your service record?
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
All right. And you mentioned the Hammerhead?
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Yeah, it did have a bit of thin armor.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
All right. And any family?
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Fair enough.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, Commander.
All right. So, I guess we'll go talk to James, who is maintaining his weapons.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just saying hi.
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Sure.
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Ooh, keep it up.
Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Tough choice. But it was the right call.
You think so?
I would have done the same.
That's what's funny. You were doing the same thing. You took out the collectors. We never needed that intel.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Good to hear it. But you sacrifice yourself, or my ship, needlessly? That's unacceptable.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
Long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
All right, got that all sorted out. All right, so I think that's everybody that's currently on the Normandy. We have a bunch of things to go out and get done. Yeah, systems to scan. We have a few priority missions to get to, and a Turian Primarch to rescue. Then we'll probably go ahead and end the episode here, and then we'll see what it is we get up to for next episode. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.